Hello everyone, hello! Welcome back for another video. This time I am doing a requested video from Pivotman111. Go check out his channel. He rocks. He rocks. He does poop videos and other stuff like that. Go check him out. Subscribe if you like him. And he's requested that today I show off my games collections. These include Xbox 360, PlayStation 2 and PS2 games. Sorry, PSP games. This is the third time I've tried to do this video, so if I'm rushing it a bit, it's because I don't want this video to go on longer than it should, and also because I'm a bit fed up of trying to record this video now. But hey ho, let's have a look at the Xbox 360's games first. At the top, we have my free Transformers games: Transformers Dark of the Moon, Revenge of the Fallen, and War for Cybertron. Very good games if you like Transformers. The best is War for Cybertron, by far. And then underneath that we have all of my Halos. So starting from the bottom we have Halo Anniversary, Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo Wars, Halo 3 ODST, and Halo Reach. Very good games, of course the iconic game of Microsoft. If you haven't played any Halos, recommend it. And then below that we have my two Star Wars games, Force Unleashed and Republic Commando. Republic Commando is a very old game, it's original Xbox. Go check it out. It's a good game. If you can find it, I would highly recommend it. And then of course Force Unleashed, that's very good. I haven't played number 2 of Force Unleashed, I really want to get it. But hey ho, it's just one of these things that you can't really, well, let's just say I'm saving money for AA, so I haven't brought any games recently. Below that is Star Trek Legacy. That is a ship controlling game where basically you can control most of the classes of ships from Star Trek. If you like that sort of thing, I'd recommend it. But you have to know quite a lot about Star Trek to be able to sort of go up and appreciate the game. And then below that is Arkham Asylum and Arkham City of the Batman franchise. These are two very good games. I am a huge Batman fan, so I like these games a lot. Arkham Asylum was what boosted my like for Batman even further. So I'd highly recommend playing that. Of course you've got to play Arkham Asylum first, and then play Arkham City, but they're really good games. Go check them out if you haven't played them. And then underneath that, we have Mass Effect 1 and Mass Effect 2. Again, brilliant sci-fi games. Go check them out. The combat system is a bit weird, but if you can get over the combat system, it's very good. And then below that, we have Crackdown. Again, a good game. Quite an open world game. Its storyline isn't that good, but if you like open world games where you can do quite a lot of stuff, then check that out. Underneath that is the orange box, which contains the epic Half-Life 2, Half-Life 2 Episode 1, and Half-Life 2 Episode 2, as well as Portal and Team Fortress. I am a huge Half-Life fan, so I really love that. It's brilliant. Valve rocks, in my opinion. I have Steam, by the way, so I have the original Half-Lifes as well. Underneath that is the first Battle Stations game, Battle Stations Midway. This is a World War II game in which you control ships, planes, and submarines. You can't control land forces, but it is a very good game if you like it's a bit like Star Trek Legacy, but set in World War II. And then underneath that is of course the classics, which are Bioshock 1 and Bioshock 2. I really like Bioshock. I've recently got into Bioshock. I never really found them appealing until quite recently. So yeah, I'd highly check them out. If you like horror games, if you like science fantasy, then definitely check out those two. And then underneath that is Fallout New Vegas. Probably these three here are probably some of my worst games. Fallout New Vegas, I just can't stand the system by which you have to target a person, then wait for you to fire, then oh god, I can't stand the combat system in New Vegas or Fallout in general. So I wouldn't recommend that. Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, don't get that. I got it free when I bought the Xbox, and it's just so crap. It really is rubbish. The best out of these three is Lego Indiana Jones. And that's good, but if you're a 5-year-old. I got that too with the Xbox, so Yeah. And they're all my Xbox games, as you can see. And then over here, we have my PlayStation 2 games. These are very old. The PlayStation 2 still works amazingly. I know. So some of these will probably be like very old. To start with the top, we have Lego Batman, the video game, Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy, and Lego Star Wars, the video game. When I was younger, I used to love the Lego games. If it was Lego Star Wars, Lego Batman, Lego Indiana Jones, it's just down there. I really liked them. But now that I've grown up, they're okay. I mean, they're all right. Below that, we have Crash Tag Team Racers. Again, another Crash Bandicoot game. This is really good. I really like it. It's still fun to play even like now. It's one of those games where I go back to and go, yeah, this is actually quite good. Yeah. Below that, we have Heroes of the Pacific. Again, it's a bit like Midway, but you don't control ships, you only control planes. I really like that, because that was the first sort of World War II-ish game I played. Very good. Robotech Invasion is below that. That is good. It's set in the future. It's a sci-fi shooter, but you can also drive bikes in it. It's complex to explain. It's quite a good game. Very good game. And then below that we have Star Wars Starfighter. Very good. This is basically a prequel to Episode 1. So if you like Episode 1, you've got to get that. And then below that we have Star Wars Battlefront 2. This is still, in my opinion, one of the best Star Wars games ever. I mean, number 1 is better than this, but because I don't have number 1 to show you here, I think this is the best out of all of the games I have, Star Wars wise. Check out, yeah, I think you can get it on Xbox. Yeah, you can. I think you can get Battlefront 2 on Xbox. I'm going to have to see about that, but check that out if you like Star Wars. Next we have 3 Star Trek games: Star Trek Shattered Universe, Star Trek Voyager Elite Force, and Star Trek Encounters. Shattered Universe, basically you control shuttles in it. I like it. Set in the mirror universe. Star Trek Voyager Elite Force is a shooter game where you're basically like an elite force on Voyager. I know it's what the title is, but you're basically this commando squad from Voyager that has to go on these missions, and it's good. It's good. Star Trek Encounters, again you control ships. Star Trek Encounters, out of that and Star Trek Legacy, Star Trek Encounters is probably the weakest, because you look down the ships and you control them a bit like Halo Wars, but with ships. So if you like that, check that out. Then we have the last 3 PS2 games, which are all Transformers. Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, which is shit. I'm sorry, the PS2 version is shit. The where is it? There it is. The Xbox version up there is way better. Seriously, if you like out of the Xbox or PlayStation 2, get the Xbox version, because the PlayStation 2 is utterly crap. It really is bad. But then you have the first game, Transformers the Game, which is really good. It's brilliant. It's probably the second best Transformers game ever, really. And then finally we have Transformers. This is the Armada game, which I really love. I really do like. It's a very good game. I'm sure you can find it cheap somewhere. I'd highly recommend that even if you don't like Armada that much, I'd still pick up the game, because the game has nothing really to do with the series. So there are all my PlayStation 2 games. And finally, we have PSP. I'll just go through these quickly. We have Crash of the Titans, which is another Crash Bandicoot game, in which you control huge beasts. Very good. Star Trek Tactical Assault, which is like Encounters, but for the PSP version, and I really like it. Star Wars Battlefront Renegade Squadron. Again, it's a brilliant Star Wars Battlefront game, because you have the customization option. And then finally, Star Wars Battlefront Elite Squadron, where you can go from land to space, which is what I've wanted since they released the first Battlefront game. And so, although it's on PSP, it's still great, in my opinion. Wow, this video is 9 minutes long. Jeez, that's long. And so there we are. There's all the games. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope this is what you wanted, Pivot Man. So, yeah. Stay tuned for more. The next video will probably be a review. Bye for now.